Hi, Jeff here with SnirtStopper. Are gaps in your garage getting snow on the floor? Chilly winds blowing through your doors? Stop it with SnirtStopper premium door seals. Our Kevlar reinforced door seals can cut out the cold and stop the snow while saving up to 40% on your heating costs. SnirtStopper premium door seals are easy to install, made in the USA, and comes with a 25-year warranty. Visit SnirtStopper.com today. Snirt happens. Stop it. Hi, Jeff here, SnirtStopper. Snirt happens. Stop it. Let's talk about the 4 different sizes we have for the bottom sealer to seal up the bottom of your garage door as tight as you seal up the front door of your home. Our first one is the regular one. This is our flagship product. Been out for well over 12 years. Have sold over 1.1 million feet of it because it works. Has an 1.25 inch thermal tube and will seal up to approximately a 2-inch gap, depending on the garage door. Then we jump up to the large. That has a thermal tube of 1.5 inches and will seal up to approximately a 2.5-inch gap, and then sometimes larger depending on your circumstances. Then we jump up to extra large. That's a 2-inch core, seals up to a 3-inch gap, maybe more, and a lot of bifold doors will use this here because there's a lot of leakage in those type of doors, a lot of heat loss in the wintertime. Then we jump up to the big one. This is our double X. This is a 3-inch core, seals up to easily a 4-inch gap, and in some circumstances, 6-inch depending on the door size. Used a lot in aircraft hangar doors. Again, one of the reasons people love our product, and we have sold over 1 million feet of the bottom sealer, of the regular one, is because we go from rail to rail and we keep those snirt monsters out to save you money. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Jeff here, SnirtStopper. Today, we are going to be sealing up this big 50 by 18 hydro door. Look at the size of the gaps here. Let's get started. SnirtStopper saves you up to 40% in your energy cost and comes with a 25-year warranty. Big or small doors, we stop snirt. We can stop yours. Visit SnirtStopper.com today. Snirt happens. Stop it. Hi, Jeff here, SnirtStopper. We are back at the Millennial Farmer at his shop. Last year, we sealed up 2 doors, his west door. We are back again this year to seal up the north and the south door. It's been a year since we did the 2 big west doors.
Yep.
So, honest feedback. What did it do for you?
I definitely noticed, especially in the winter when we get that thermal bow with the doors, that especially the top has sealed a lot tighter.
Okay.
And I know when we get a west wind, there's not nearly as much that comes in the sides. We were having problems with the original seal kind of shrinking. And I don't think, it wasn't chewed off, so I don't think rodents had eaten it off. I think it had shrunk, but obviously it was kind of a warm invitation for rodents. So the new seals you put in a year ago hadn't moved. They seem to do a much better job of sealing stuff, keeping the wind out, and especially with that bow in the winter that we get, you can definitely see the difference. I really like that the bottom seal is made out of Kevlar so that the rodents aren't going to eat through it. It's got a solid warranty behind it, and it's made in America, so those are all positive things in my eyes.
And also the side and the top seal, even though it's made differently, it's the same material.
Oh, it is?
It is a Kevlar belting material, and then on the side and the top seal, it has a thermal strip instead of the thermal tube like on the bottom seal.
So that'll keep the flying mice from eating through the top seals.
Or bats.
Or bats.
Well, thank you, Zach. I really appreciate it. It is an honor to be able to seal your doors up and help you save money. I know you got to get out in the field for harvesting, so we'll let you go.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, take care. Thanks for coming back from the field. A couple of things that I've noticed, as you can see on your north door, your original seal, there's nothing left of that.
Right.
Where the bottom sealer in ours will continue to be pliable. And for folks who aren't familiar with Zach's north door, this is a commercial door, so it's roughly 3 inches wide, 36 feet, I think it was.
36 wide right here and 18 tall.
Yep, and then when I say 3 inches, that's actually wide. If you look at here, it's shrunk, so Zach was getting no seals there. Then if you look this here, his side seals were okay, so we just installed the side and the top seal over the existing, because 2 layers are better than 1. And because this is a commercial door, we actually installed the top seal on the inside to help to prevent that thermal flex that you were talking about earlier. Other thoughts there, Zach?
I think it looks good. I mean, this is exactly why I wanted you to come back out here, because you look at the seal and it's just kind of sitting there. There's not much left, like you said. I think both ends had shrunk in. So, I mean, you could see the daylight right through it. So as long as your seal stays in place, like the other ones have, it's gonna seal up a lot better.
Because snirt happens. Stop it.
That's right.
Hi, Jeff here with SnirtStopper. I'm with Chet from Larson's Farms. We are in Big Stone County, Minnesota here, folks, and we're going to stop Snirt at 2 of their shop doors. What's the size of this door, Chet?
This is a 26 by 20 tall.
Okay, and then we're going to be doing a wash bay door that is?
I believe that's 24 by 18.
Why did SnirtStopper catch your interest? What was it that you wanted us to come out and to your shop for SnirtStopper?
Just northwest winds mainly. Really, this is a west-facing wall, so it takes the wind in the winter and leaks really bad at the top of the doors.
Yeah, I was looking at the top. So what you're saying, in the wintertime, you guys don't get lawn chairs and sit outside and sun yourself?
No.
It's cold today.
Yeah, when a northwest wind, it'll actually cool off in here pretty good on when it's 30 below zero in the wintertime, as you've experienced maybe once or twice.
Oh yeah, so you see a lot of heat loss, you're saying?
Definitely, and I would say most of it is just from the top.
We open up the doors, oh my gosh! Snirt monsters love this. This is typical. There's one other thing with our material, Chet. It's a Kevlar belting material. So what that means is it doesn't tear like this crappy polyurethane stuff that they have. And when this gets old, it gets stiff, just like people. Okay, we open up this door just to show you what happens to these bottom seals, Chet. See this here? Snirt's getting in, Chet. Snirt's getting in. Look at that. Snow, dirt, rain, because it's not sealing worth of crap. It's not quite as slow as molasses, but it will be in January. This gets as hard as a rock, and something that gets as hard as a rock doesn't seal. See how that has shrunk? So guess what? Light gets in. If light gets in, snow, dirt, rain gets in there too.
Air.
Air. That's good. Because what do you guys heat this with? Propane or?
Yep, it would be floor heat with fired by propane or LP.
Now, how did you learn about SnirtStopper?
I learned from my uncle that was at the fair and stopped by your guys' booth.
Okay, yeah, that would have been the Stevens County Fair.
Yep.
That's in Morris, Minnesota, folks. It's a great fair, by the way. Do you have any other questions before we get started, or something you want to share with the folks?
No, I think my uncle was the one that stopped by and got this whole ball rolling, because he's like, I think we should do something for, obviously, windy northwest winds. The door, you can hear the seals vibrating in the wind, and we'll actually get like a foot and a half of frost on top of the door where condensation's happening.
Way up there.
Yeah.
On the inside.
Yeah, it'll come to be like an inch and a half thick.
Oh, way up there, okay.
Yep.
Why heat the Minnesota Great Outdoors?
We would try to, but you're never gonna win that.
Do you ever win?
You're never gonna win that battle. But the other thing, I can see this for the bottom seal being a huge thing, is if your concrete ain't perfectly level too.
Yep. You actually will get more gaps in the wintertime. And with this being a west-facing door, because this gets hard, it won't follow anything in the west-facing door. When Minnesota decides to send those 30-mile-per-hour winds, actually it's the Dakotas that send the wind over to us, folks. So you guys in North and South Dakota, you're sending the wind over to the Larson's farms, but that will help seal that up.
We'll keep that Red River Valley mud out of our shop.
So I guess we're going to get started. We're going to start with the bottom, we'll do the top, and then we'll do the two sides.
Sweet, I'm excited to see what this process looks like.
Cool, because snirt happens, stop it. So with it being a west-facing door, we're going to seal up the top to make it even tighter. If you look over here, this is just part of the problem. Now we're going to seal up the outside and the inside. It's just like when it gets really cold, you layer yourself. And we know that all heat escapes through the top, or most of the heat. So we're going to layer the top of the door because these egg shops are very expensive to heat and want to keep the cold outside where it belongs. And also, why we're going to put this on the top, if you compare this to what we have here, ours is much more superior. We have that thermal strip. This just gets flimsy. When this gets really cold, I mean, right now it will want to follow, but when this gets really cold, it won't follow it like our product will. So when we install this here, it will look just like this. The thermal strip will go against the door. We will sit this just like this here. It will seal much tighter than what we have now. And of course, we're going to do the outside too. So what we did on this door is we're going to put top sealer on the top of your overhead door. We did that here, nice and tight. See how tight that is? Listen to the stuff underneath it. It's not nearly as tight as ours. And then we're going to do also the outside. So double layer on the top, double layer of SnirtStopper, the top sealer on the top, because we know these shops are expensive to heat and we want to save you money. Okay, no, we talked about your old seals. If you look at how much smaller they were, look at how much further the side seals come out are good. We always want to overlap so it goes out further, but just listen to how much tighter that is.
Definitely.
So when the wind blows and that door rocks or moves a little bit, this will follow your door.
Mm-hmm. And this doesn't shrink or expand, so
no.
Once it's down there, it won't shorten up.
We give you a 25-year warranty on it.
So you suggest putting this on new install right out of the gate?
Yes, we actually did it on our door 8 years ago, and the stuff looks like brand new out of the box.
Okay.
So you're getting two seals. This is better than the stuff on the market, but when this takes all the beating, just like you have a coat over a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, works the same way, Chet.
Interesting.
Well, Chet, we finished the installation of the bottom seal, top and side on SnirtStopper,
Yes.
and snirt was happening.
I believe it.
Yes, yes. We spotted that the snirt was happening, especially this corner over here.
Okay.
Someone decided to tear that one day, but where you're really bad was up here on this corner, had a gap probably about 3/16 of an inch. The rubber seal was not even laying against the door.
Okay.
So that's going to help with your condensation. And of course your top, what was happening is because they sealed just the inside of the door instead of what they should have done the outside,
Yes.
you were getting stuff in. You're going to be able to cut your heating costs down.
Well, that'll be good.
What happens with those seals is when they get cold or old, they don't want to follow the door. Our stuff will follow the door. Our Kevlar belting material will follow your door down to 60 below zero.
Well, hopefully it don't get that cold in Minnesota.
If not, you're going to have to hug somebody, and don't hug me. Thanks for stopping by here, SnirtStopper, because snirt happens. Stop it, and we stopped it again on this door at the Larson's farm. Hi, Jeff here, SnirtStopper. Today we're going to be installing the bottom seal on a overhead garage door. The challenge is with other garage door sealers, you get these gaps, you get damaged seals, or even if you have new door seals, they don't seal worth a darn. Our SnirtStopper does not wear out from sun, snow, or wind and comes with a 25-year warranty to ensure a tight, long-lasting seal. One of the key steps to do before installing your bottom sealer is we like you to work out the wrinkles. Comes rolled up in a box, so if you take your hand and just work that out nice and tight, and then we will ask you, if possible, to let it sit out in the sun for about an hour. That way, that will also make it softer, easier to install, and helps to get that wrinkle out. What I like to do is take a leveler, you could take a tape measure and a pencil, and then what I'm going to do is start and mark off roughly every 6 inches across the door. If you go from top to bottom, you're going to want to align halfway of that thermal tube to the bottom of your door. So when you put this up against the door, you're lining that thermal tube to the bottom. So when we install the bottom sealer, you want to get it tight as a violin string. Kind of keeping an eye approximately where it lines up on the bottom. Making sure we're lining that up. Finishing up your final edge, we want the bottom sealer to go from rail to rail. You will always have a little bit extra because we always give you 2 inches extra on the bottom seal so you can go from rail to rail. But instead of taking your scissors right now and cutting it like both the exterior Kevlar and the thermal tube, what I like to do is, because you got a little bit extra of that thermal tube now, take your thumb, push that in, then we're going to cut the exterior Kevlar material, just like this there. Then that thermal tube sticks out into the rail so you get extra insulation. Then I'm going to trim also up here so it has a nice look, and put this screw in right here. From rail to rail with the bottom sealer of the SnirtStopper, we have going to have a nice tight seal to keep all the snirt monsters out of your garage.
Your garage doors might be down, but heating costs are on the rise. Along with snow, wind, and cold, the snirts are ready to invade your abode. But you can crush your energy costs by up to 40% with SnirtStopper premium door seals. Made in the USA, our easy-to-install Kevlar reinforced insulated foam core creates a barrier that snuffs the snow, ditches the drafts, and keeps the snirts where they belong, out in the cold. Save energy, repairs, and time. Order today at SnirtStopper.com. Are snow and cold invading your garage and home? Are your heating bills soaring? Now you have the power to stop them with SnirtStopper premium garage door seals.
You disgust me.
SnirtStopper seals those unsightly gaps, keeping snow and wind out of your garage. And it helps insulate your garage, saving you up to 40% in energy costs. Keep the snirt where it belongs, outside. Snirt happens. Stop it.
We're at the Big Iron Show. We've been here for many years. 7 years ago, we put on just a small piece of the side seal. We're facing east, so it gets a lot of sun. But look at how flexible that still is after 7 years. Look at this. This is a piece that I took off on a job just this summer. Look at how hard that is. It gets hard because it gets odor cold. Our product is good down to 60 below zero because of the Kevlar material. Now, if you take a newer one and compare it, now, it's like new. Yeah, this is dirty because it faces the east, but this is how versatile. And then your insulation is still intact after 7 years. It's a phenomenal product, and that's why it follows your door to keep that snow, dirt, rain, and cold outside where it belongs.
On the garage floor, you can see that there's a number of cracks and settling that has occurred, particularly right here in about the middle of the garage. And this is where there was a lot of settling and a big gap on the garage door. On the left-hand side, there was no air, no light coming through. But over on the right, there was upwards of a ½ inch or better. After installing the SnirtStopper, you can now see that there is no light whatsoever coming through any portion. The material is high-grade quality, installation is easy, and the directions are simple. And I highly recommend this product if you have a similar situation where anything can get through your door. This definitely puts a stop to it.
Whoa, Jeff here! Looks like there's a big door that needs SnirtStopper. Let's go! Big or small, SnirtStopper works on all varieties of commercial and agriculture doors. Our Kevlar reinforced insulating material cuts heating and cooling costs. Keeps rain, snow, dirt, rodents outside where they belong. SnirtStopper is made in the USA, comes with a 25-year warranty. Visit SnirtStopper.com today. Snirt happens. Stop it.
Hi, my name is Jason. Today I'm doing a review of the SnirtStopper. I originally found out about this because I follow Zach Johnson, the Millennial Farmer, on YouTube, and I saw that he installed it on some of his shop doors, and I have issues with a draft in the winter of this icing up on the bottom, and I lose a lot of heat with my heater, so I wanted to install this, and hopefully that solves the issue to it. So far, install's been a breeze, and looking forward to reaping the benefits come this winter.